Do you know The Cure in Between Days?
Uh, but then again, back then, I thought The Cure and Depeche Mode, they wrote one song. So, it shows you how ignorant I am. Probably
Yeah.
just like you were like, the heavy metal's just one song and all these groups just changed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do we like what we like? Is it just somehow it just speaks to our soul or our heart or whatever? Like my brother was into The Cure and Depeche Mode, and I was like, why would you do that? You listen to these groups. Why would you listen to them? So it was very much like, I don't know, I guess a groupie for a certain genre.
My older brother is gay, and so the music, that's where I learned my music from, was what he had. The artists and stuff I gravitated toward, and I just got lucky because I liked it, was electronic music and UK music. And there's a lot of gay artists in that genre, Andy Bell and Jimmy Somerville, and it just appealed to me. The electronic sound was just something that I was like, I really like this. And that kind of started me on that journey to what I like now,
Yeah.
And, Duran Duran and Talk Talk and all these bands would just fall into it. That IKEA type that you mentioned.
You say it with such negativity. I didn't mean to put it that way.
No, I'm embracing it. It's nice for me to have a term,
Yeah.
like rustic sound, for you, especially with the vocalist and character.
Right.
I'm okay with a streamlined IKEA thing.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that. Okay, we'll do this video because the video is interesting.
Okay.
So, your experience with The Cure is from the outside looking in.
Correct.
And what are your stereotypes about them?
Back then, I used to think that they were like humans dressed up like flamingos.
Interesting.
It's just very colorful.
Okay.
And, the spiky hair and all. I mean, I'm ignorant. I mean, I know better now. Years afterwards, I think I've heard a Cure song or two. I'm like, oh,
right. It's hard to get past those stereotypes.
Yeah,
I
so
know.
back then, being ignorant, being sheltered, being an American growing up in Korea, incredibly sheltered. If you know anything about the Korean culture, K-pop and, like this, they're still sheltered, right? In Japan, konnichiwa, with a little heart and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Sheltered to a degree. So I was very, very sheltered.
Okay.
And so this was all new stuff, and I was like, walls, I don't want evil permeating me, whatever form you may take. So years later, I have a better appreciation for things that I may have ignored or dissed in the past.
That's totally cool. So we're going to do kind of what I think is The Cure, their best song.
Okay.
And we're like in 1985. This album was called The Head on the Door, and it's one of my favorite albums of all time. It is so great. Though their imagery is fascinating, Robert Smith is their lead singer. The level of fame they have is kind of insane. Their following is insane.
Right.
I don't want to put them in goth mode because goth chicks and dudes were always into The Cure. Right?
And maybe that's where I got confused with the Smiths and Robert Smith.
Maybe.
I thought maybe they were all part of the same thing, so I don't know.
Well, it's a good thing you're on the show then, man.
Yeah.
So we can break all that stuff.
Get educated.
That's exactly what I say. Get educated, people. So let's dive in between days. I just think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's pretty cool and show them at their best.
All right. I'd kill for a haircut like that now. I ain't gonna lie. camera work.
Kind of fun.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Wait, now, hold on a second. This is going to be super fascinating for everyone in the audience that knows the song so well.
Yeah.
Legit, first time listen. That is hard to come by.
Yeah.
So I'm dying to hear what your thoughts are.
It was very, I liked it. I mean, the acoustic guitar, I don't know why. Again, I'm ignorant about this, but I feel like the acoustic guitar is harder to play than the electric guitar.
Okay.
Because your fingers have to press down harder on the strings to get it to sound clean. And I don't know, just all kinds of memories and visions of 80s movies came just flooding at me. And, you know, his voice is great. The music is great.
Cool.
The camera work was insane in this video. And you know how they had the camera on the end of the guitar?
Yeah.
You know they had them big freaking cameras back then, so him holding it up.
Very true.
You know, I was just like, wow. The whole thing was just great. I don't know about the multicolored socks.
Oh.
Kind of all over the place. But
Kieran's going to have some imagery stuff going on.
oh yeah, it was really cool, and I enjoyed this. I really did. It was a good song.
So, some stereotypes broken down. Is this what you thought The Cure sounded like?
If you like what we're doing here, we'd appreciate a like and subscribe. Helps grow the channel. You know how that goes. And it gives us opportunities to provide more of this type of content to you. You know, and this is, when you were saying melancholy or whatever, or goth.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't expecting that, because
This is pop Cure, I guess.
yeah, this song sounded really fun, and in the video they looked like they were just having a ball. So
Yes.
no,
Kind of why I wanted to go to this one, because this really breaks kind of a lot of stereotypes of what people think about The Cure. Because they can go in that direction, but they also have amazing pop songs.
yeah, and now I can see why my friends were really into them, and I missed out because I was ignorant.
So it was okay that they were into The Cure.
Yeah,
Because Robert Smith is pretty iconic as
Right.
a figure just on his own.
yeah,
I don't know how that happens, but it kind of is. But I don't want that to take away from the music of The Cure. Because some stuff, especially early stuff, like 80, 81, is kind of that. Primary, of Forest, songs like that. But this in 85 kind of sent them, this kind of sent them on to some albums, like 3, 4 in a row, that were just
monsters.
for a reason. They actually got, I don't want to say this. How should I say this? I think they actually got better. And because they got better, they expanded their sound, and then boom, they took off.
I would think that The Cure and Depeche Mode has probably got equal size fan base, no?
I would say now, as a fan, their status to me is equal, but worldwide, Depeche Mode is bigger.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
I
Depeche
kind of
Mode
lumped
is-
them in the same category when I was younger, and so I'm trying to appreciate.
At that time, and to many people, yeah, maybe they are equal. Depeche Mode is more mainstream. Did I say that? More mainstream. I would say Dave Gahan is much more.
Appeals to a broader audience, maybe,
Yes,
as
because
opposed to The Cure being a little bit more diametric.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know if The Cure has an "Enjoy the Silence" type song. If that makes sense. Maybe. Well, Just Like Heaven might be, but I put the Depeche Mode higher than The Cure. Not that.
From maybe
How
a
should I say
success.
that?
Maybe-
Yeah, from success. Yeah, cred-wise, no, equal.
Yeah.
Right, because again, the Depeche Mode is more electronic. But in my own head, they're just kind of equal. But overall, Depeche Mode just seems to have just a broader scope.
Yeah, but I don't know why. But all these 80 movies, the Pretty in Pink and all that was just kind of flooding in my
So
head.
this song evoked you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Right
I
back
really
there.
enjoyed it.
All right.
Back when what did they call them? The leg warmers that girls used to wear, and the
Flash dance kind of thing.
yeah, and the multi polo shirts, all different colors. That it's like, why are you wearing 3 polo shirts? Remember, that was a
I
thing
never
back
figured
then?
that. I never figured that out.
Yeah, it was
either.
like a total yuppie thing, or
At least 2, right? So you had 2 different, like a white collar underneath, and you were wearing like a blue polo top.
And back then there was such a mix mash of fashion. You had some that had the Michael Jackson glove before it became the silver glove,
Absolutely.
and the MC Hammer, parachute pants and other things. So a lot of good memories came flooding back when I heard this song.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's way awesome. Then perfect. It's kind of a quintessential 80s tune. And how can you not?
Yeah.
How can you not? All right. The Cure In Between Days classic song. Check out the Cure playlist on the channel. I'm glad it was a dub today.
Yes, sir.
And we'll explore more Cure so we can get. The Cure definitely has a dark side.
Oh, okay.
So we'll go to the dark side.
Ah.
Thank you for watching the show today. We'll see you next time.
All right. See ya.